Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Yellow Hill. It's episode number 10 and today we are having actually quite a few investments, businesses. Actually there are more of them, but I didn't have enough time to make all these builds, even though I have some help. Some of you guys are doing your builds by your own, but some I have to do. Anyways, I had some free days out there, as you guys know, the investors know that, but I haven't got the time to finish everything I have in place or in my mind. So yeah, but we start with the time lapse. We have few builds, 3 builds actually in total for these time lapses. You can find also the timestamps on the video. This first build, it's a supermarket size M, so it's a medium one, and it's for 𝗏𝗔𝗦𝗢𝗡𝗢, the HM music world owner, and there is a sloped area. This one, it's pretty hard to build on it, but in order to do so you have to add lots of retaining walls and whatnot, so it is not easy. But we can actually change this in case, you know, the owner is not very satisfied, because I have, you know, the supermarket is on top of it, and we have a big parking area right next to the supermarket, but also there is an underground parking area. As you saw there, the road is going underneath this area, and you know, actually it's not properly working, it's just for the looks, but that road actually works, so cars can go into the parking area, the underground one, and they just do a U-turn there. So we have activity there. But if you think about it, for this size of supermarket, you don't need you know, a parking area on top and another one underground. So yeah, it's a bit too much, but it is what it is. Let's leave it as it is right now, because I felt we could go for an entrance underground there too, because it was, you know, waste of land otherwise. But maybe in the future, who knows, maybe Hatsune will change this into a hypermarket, which will be bigger than a supermarket, and yeah, then it will make sense to have that underground parking area. Now the second build over here, by the way, that supermarket was in St. Peter. I forgot to mention that. So we start with the build in St. Peter. Now we move in zone number 1, where we add this taxi depot. For those who are not an investor and don't know that much, guys, there is a website, and you can check it out. You can see lots of companies, how they invested there. And for those who really don't know anything about these companies are actually owned by people in real life, and they are doing businesses over here. Of course, fictional ones, not real businesses. We are just having some fun. But you can find more information in the first episode and on the website as well. Okay, so this taxi depot over here, it kind of has to be a green one, and I say green one because 𝗏𝗔𝗦𝗢𝗡𝗢𝗢, the same owner, wants to have these taxis electrical cars only, and that's what we have. And Hatsune went for a taxi station as well. A taxi station is that taxi where you know, the taxi cars can actually stop and you know, wait when they don't have customers. And the taxi stations can have maximum 5 taxis there. So, and Hatsune also already has 5 taxis. And the first station is located in St. Peter, and the income will be from St. Peter, of course. But for having a taxi station, you also have to pay like a tax to the city for allowing you to have that taxi there. So, but the income is quite good. For a taxi, it's not, you know, very well to have it on a village or an outside area, because you lose money. So it's always better to have it in a big city, like St. Peter or 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, which will be very soon you know, implemented or shown to people over here. Now we move back to St. Peter because the mayor built a new intersection, the one that he had in his project for elections, and he just linked the highway with the city itself, which is a good thing, of course. But this collaboration was done together with the mayor of 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, because they will both pay for this project. a project that cost 2.8 million skibles. And now the two construction companies can actually chip in and not chip in, participate at this auction and say how much they want to support of the total cost. In case there would be a tie between these two construction companies and both will offer the same amount of the same discount, then the mayor of St. Peter, so Brexit, will have to actually decide which one to have this contract. And the construction company will get 10% of this project, so 280,000 skibles. Most of this interchange was done by Brexit, and it was done really, really good. And thank you for that, buddy. But we discussed, and I went for this part of the linkage on with the road that is inside St. Peter. It is not easy. We discussed about it, and we finally get to a conclusion, even though we are not happy. Both of us were not that happy with the final look, but it is kind of okay, at least for now. Who knows, in the future maybe Brexit, we think, and this road, this bridge and the road can be turned into a normal boulevard and not a national road, but for now it is more than fine. This roundabout is supposed to have quite a lot of traffic on it, so it is kind of small. Maybe a 2-lane roundabout would have been better. It is a bit crazy to drive there, but for now the traffic is fine. Let's see if in the future it's necessary to change it and Brexit will have to pay more money. By the way, about the money and roads, I will have to make a new page for the website where any mayor can actually look and have a decision or let's say a price calculation based on some stuff when they want to have a park, when they want to add some roads or whatnot. Because I was thinking that a segment of road with only 2 lanes might cost around 30k skibles, so 30,000 skibles. 30,000 skibles. Yes, I said it right. Which is not much, but when you add a lot of roads, you will pay a lot of money. Of course, the construction companies will help with that because they can give a better price, and that's a good thing, but still it's a lot of money. And these prices that I'm gonna add there, it will be eventually it will be taken into consideration for anyone. So for instance, if you are building a residential area and you want to add 2 or 3 roads inside your residential area, then you have to pay for those too. From the moment I'm gonna implement this, of course. Another good news is that we have the big master file ready for everyone, and I want to give a big shout out to Christensen. Thank you a lot and so much for the help you provided with this file. My friend, you are awesome, you are a genius. I told you a long time ago that if you are going to do so, you are a genius, and you did it. And yeah, it is gonna help. It's going to help me a lot. It's going to ease my life. I've been also working at doing some updates there, but we are very, very close to have a finish with this master file, and gonna be very happy. And also I want to say thank you to Fred, Oldman and Hawks for helping with updates for the contracts page and sales page and properties page. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, getting back over here with this interchange. Again, things are supposed to be changed. We have a nice chat on the Discord where we discuss about the big road, that big national road that goes and flies above the town of St. Peter. Some of you wants to get rid of it. Someone says it's nice. I think it's nice to have that road, that huge bridge over there, in my opinion. And yeah, it's up to Brexit if he wants to keep it or not. He's the mayor now, So you have to decide if you want to keep it or change it. But in order to change it, it means you have to destroy it, and you have to pay quite a lot of money. Also on the mayor page, and not only of course that mayor page is actually for everyone, with some new costs. Those every time you want to destroy something, you'll have to pay a price. So if you want to destroy a building, you have to pay 15% of the total cost. If you want to destroy a building that sometimes costed 1 million, you have to pay 150,000 skibboleths for only destroying it. Even though if you ask me, it should be more, around half of the total price, but let's go for 15 percentage of total price. Good, we are very close to end this time lapse, and we are going to have the overview of what you just saw. So these builds, and of course also you are going to see the new businesses investments we have in St. Peter mostly, and Zone 1, and a few other discussions I have for you guys. Yeah, let's do the jump into the overview look. So let's have a look on the map to see what we actually did during this time lapse, and let's see what other investments we have so far. Good, so we start with this one. Let's start with the big interchange or highway exit entrance from and to St. Peter over here, but also let me show you this way. Also, this intersection, it's linked with these roads that take people and cars into Bergburg city. So this was again, this was a project between mayor of St. Peter, which is of course Brexit, and the mayor of Bergburg. So they will split the total cost, but the final cost, as I said, now it's 2.8 million, and the final cost will be known after the two construction companies will actually give their price and input on this. Good. It's a nice intersection. Still some work to be done over here, but I don't want to get more into it. I just want to leave it like that. Brexit will have to give more inputs or do his own builds, as he did so far, and he did a great job. Especially I love this big fountain over here. It looks really good. So cars go into this tunnel, somehow do a turnaround over here and get under the highway on the other side over there. Okay, what else do we have here in St. Peter? You guys have to check the website, because Brexit built some new roads, which will be part of the second project for construction companies, but also you'll find some land for sale. This second project, the road project, it's in total of 450k skibboleths. So both companies, construction companies, can actually bid on this, and let's see how much it will eventually cost. By the way, for those who want to buy this land, just have a better look over here, because there are two things you have to take into consideration. One, the slope, which is pretty big and nasty, and also the second thing you have to take into consideration is the flying trees. No, I'm kidding. The second thing you have to take into consideration is the mayor said, do not build anything that's taller than the trees. So probably 4 or 5 levels for your residential buildings, in case you want to go for those, might be the case. Good. Now, in St. Peter, we have the following. We have here at the ground level, there is the newspaper office for Leonard, LNAD TV, Yellow Hill Morning Post, because the main one, it's in TERNAT, but this is an office because he wants to also get an income from the newspaper over here too. The What else? We have an apartment complex. Yes, an apartment complex over here for Hatsune. With a parking area over here. This was done by me, by myself, and the newspaper office as well. Then we have a computer shop here. This is a computer shop for Daredevil. It's right on the river front. Then we have a bakery. It should be around... Is this bakery? Yes. Bakeries. This is the 𝗏𝗦𝗣𝗧𝗜𝗢𝗢. The bakery is made for 𝗏𝗏𝗏, and it's called actually 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗧 Bakery, made by myself as well. Over here we have an ice cream shop for Harinder. And then over here we have a pharmacy, Lero Pharmacy, made by myself as well, for Adelero, a new company that we have. I want to highlight something for all those who might be, I don't know, a bit interested ever to invest in Yellow Hill. Guys, even if it's episode number 10, don't be afraid to invest, because trust me, it has nothing to do. Even if it's a competition between most of you, you have a lot of room to develop your business, your company and your businesses, because they will not be affected that much by other companies. I mean, it's not like if there are 2 car factories, there can't be a third one. There's always can be a third one, fourth one, and so on. So new investments will not be affected at all. Plus, new businesses will be always added to the business list. Good. Oh, and we have the supermarket. I forgot about supermarket owned by the same Hatsune, and this was made by myself, which is here on top of this little hill next to this one. This is the former construction company owned by 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗜𝗢𝗏, which is no longer a Patreon, so no longer an investor, and 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 was owning money to a bank owned by 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, and because he couldn't afford to pay the money to 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, didn't have enough budget, we declared it bankrupt. So the entire land together with this building and parking over here were given to 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 in compensation, and he was also owning this land, which was put it out there for auction, and now it's owned by, I think, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. I'm not sure. It doesn't matter who actually owns it right now. Okay, then let's move to zone number 1 over here, because Hatsune Miku has now a taxi depot over here. You also saw it during the time lapse, of course. Green taxi cars. They are all 3 businesses belong to the same company, and here is a distribution center, and here is the auto repair shop, but I showed them to you already. Good. What else is there to show for now? I don't think I have any other builds so far from this perspective. No, I do have one more. Here in zone number 3, we have an investor, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, and we have the first gas station ever in Yellow Hill that is already built. 2 more, I think, are coming soon. So this one is a gas station, and next to it it's a restaurant, 𝗥𝗘𝗦𝗏𝗥𝗘 is called, and a big parking area for trucks, and not only. And I had a discussion, guys, this is a very interesting one. I had a discussion with 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, and he was saying that maybe we can get rid of these toll booths over here and move them on the highway A2 over here. Because if we move them here, when they change, I mean, those coming from highway A3 and outside the highway from here, from the roundabout, and get into these, they will automatically pay over here for A2. So A2 can be, you can pay for it only over here. So I just build them over here, and I was thinking to make one more here and one more here. So instead of making 4 of them, I can only have 2 of them over here, which is quite interesting, to be honest, and I like it. I like the idea. And I think I'm gonna move those. So these will be abandoned, and this way all the cars coming over here exiting the A3 can also do it for free on the to this truck stop and gas station. And if they want to get back on the highway A3, they can go outside over here on the road, get the roundabout, and then get back on the highway A3 for free, or back on the highway A2. So Krumel was mentioning and had a good idea, not a bad one of course, to add some roads over here under these bridges to have a U-turn for those to want to go back to on the highway A2, or for those coming from A3 to get down on the on this. But I see really no reason doing so whatsoever. Maybe we can link it only from here, coming from A3 to somewhere like this. Maybe that's a thing. So I can do a road from here to here, the only road I might add, because even if they get down on the roundabout and do a U-turn, they cannot go on this. So yeah, that might be a thing. Good. Now moving over here in TERNAT. Where is TERNAT? Yes, here. Hawks made a new business for Bob L. It's called the Private Security Office, the first one, and he plopped it over here. But he made a boo-boo. He should have built it over here. So I will have to either move the build over here on this land, or I will just talk to the both owner of these lands, and maybe they can make a switch. It's up to them. So I'm gonna take this in private and talking to them. Then over here, Hatsune bought these 2 lands and built 2 flower farms, and then he also bought these 2, which were crop fields, and turned them into cotton plantations. So now they are also done, and I think that's it for investments so far. Yes. What I want to take into account and discuss now is this build we have over here in the TERNAT surroundings. Dylan has a new project, and this new project, it's like almost all of it. I'm saying almost all of it because I didn't import, and we are missing a building and few things over here, but we are working to fix that out. What is this? Well, this is the hospital. The mayor of TERNAT decided to add a big and nice hospital for the area. Actually, this will be the biggest hospital over here, and this hospital can serve anyone, of course, and has a big parking area over here, and here it has an area where they add extra. This truck has to be moved. I will have to move it over here maybe. They bring all kind of things for this hospital, like maybe materials or whatnot. It's like a depot, a very small depot, but again there are some stuff missing, so this particular area you should ignore. It's work in progress. Everything else, it's done. He linked this with these roads. We have it over here as well, this road. We have this intersection over here, and I need to move this fence like that. Yeah. So we are good. Oh yeah, and Mr. Martin did a little residential area also over here. So I have to talk about this as well. Indeed. So more houses, more people are living right now in TERNAT, I guess. How many? How many more? 1,500. Well, not that much actually. Still not that much. Well, of course, we need to add this one, 350 with 1,500. So more than 1,800 people are living in TERNAT right now. More, much more. But again, this will be updated on the website as well today. More land for sale will be added on the website today, guys. A very small one, unfortunately, in TERNAT, and as I said, few more in St. Peter, and few more in Zone 3, most likely. And Zone 1. In Zone 2, I already sold lots of them, so there are lots of them for sale for investments. So guys, for those who are interested, go check the website in the next 2 hours, because you will find new stuff there for sale, new land for sale. So guys, thank you so much for watching. See you in the next episode, probably this Friday actually, in a few days. But till then, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and I salute you.